I heard this place was 50 years old. What's up with that?
It's been here for 50 years. My first time here was in 95 when I was like 12 years old. And Adam Ford and a bunch of other people dug here. It got big around 94. It's basically like in the 80s and used to ride natural terrain and stuff like that. And it's kind of been through its downfall, like it'd be overgrown and we'd come back, but it's always been here. And the homeless took it over for 2.5 years. Everything was all grown over. This was all woods last year at this time. Like I came here last March, worked for like a year by myself clearing these woods out, and didn't get help digging until like March of this year.
There's video of that, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I got a lot of other clips, time lapse of me cutting all this shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Shit I ain't put together, but I got a lot of clips of it.
That's awesome, man.
And Barb, Adam Johnson, our good buddy, passed away from COVID in 2021, and he initiated one of the bigger rebuilds back here in 2018. And him and his family, and my buddy Josh now and his family and their kids, like rebuilt a lot of the smaller side and got it going again. And then he passed, and we put his ashes over there on that side of the woods, and then the homeless moved in right after because he wasn't here to keep up on stuff. And my buddy Josh tried to keep up on it, but the homeless kind of ran him out. And when I came here last year, luckily the homeless wasn't here, but all their remnants and tents and trash and metal and trees is just a mess. So to get this far in a short amount of time is really amazing.
Yeah, I mean, how would you describe what it was like, the jumps were like when you first started? Like is there anything that looks...
All this stuff that's here was here in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my vision, like, all the new kids didn't know all the runs that was here back in the day. So I was like, this line, when they put the bike trail up there, the hill used to go up way higher and it was way steeper. And we had like an S-berm and a roller coming into this line back in the day when it was all woods. But they put the bike trail in and it kind of killed a lot of our bigger lines, and we just brought them all back.
Do you know like what it was 50 years ago? Like what is that even?
Natural terrain, just trails coming down the hillside, dropping these hills. And then in the 80s they kind of dug it in, because we used to have a racetrack over here. Mm-hmm. in the racing heyday, you know, and it kind of fizzled out in the 90s and they got plowed. And yes, that's how these trails kind of evolved into jumps.
So it was kind of just racing. Riding what was like the lay of the land originally?
Original was lay of the land.
That makes sense. And then
the racing kind of built some stuff. And then like the Christmas Classic DK dirt circuit back in the 90s, like they would get word of mouth and hear about these. And like Colin Winkleman and Chris Duncan and Holkamp. Like there's been a few people that's been here.
That's awesome, man.
I don't know that we have line names, but you know, it's like our progression side. So we got tabletops, doubles, small doubles. We got some intermediate doubles. The line kind of weaves back into the woods and comes back out here.
That is cool, man.
It's a good progression line for people that haven't rode trails or kind of want to get into riding trails.
You see the kids riding here right now.
Yep. You know, it's nice too because it's on the other end of the woods, so you know nobody's going to run into each other. It's
yeah. That's super cool.
Yeah.
It's cool how separated it is, but still part of the same place.
So yeah, this is Kitty Land, and then the line we walked past right here. This is Towers. This is like our intermediate kind of line. It's where a lot of people warm up at. Pretty unique little hop into the line into like a...
That as we walk through, it looks sick, dude. Like a little shark fin.
Shark fin type thing. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it didn't look like anybody was really lined up to hit this one when we walked in, so I didn't even really notice.
Everybody kind of started over here and then they made their way back that way. So yeah, it's got a little bit of everything too. Some decent doubles.
I should probably...
Some kind of, you know, little race features.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that is cool. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, everything coming off the hill has either, a little roll or a little hop in to kind of get your speed. Obviously, the idea with it being called coasters is to not pedal. So, we're starting on the side of a hill and kind of just making our way into the wood. So yeah, this is the entrance to Towers that heads back towards Kittyland. This is our step-up line. So another line starting on the hill, coming into a decent size long and low to a double over our walking path into a 20-foot long and low, and then our big step up trick jump at the end there. So this is really the only spot in the trails where we have a couple lines that feed into kind of the same ending.
Oh, I see, yeah.
But for lack of a better name, this is just our step down line. So another little long and low into the line, and then kind of ride off into the abyss.
Dang. That is nuts.
So this double shares that landing with that hip out of the berm.
Right, it makes sense. We got one more line.
I don't know, for the sake of your channel, if you want us to tell you what the name of that line is. But
Oh, you can tell me whatever. It doesn't matter.
well, it's called Motherfucker, so.
Okay. Why?
For us, it's definitely the most
Okay.
challenging because you got, a few jumps into a really tight left hand and a hip straight out of that left hand, and you just got to kind of be.
Because that's what you say when you're trying to learn it.
Because it's a motherfucker. Pedal, Tyler.
Someone's gonna win a standard in 10 minutes.
Shut the hell up, I'm doing an interview.
Sorry.
We're giving a bike away for the Ohio Trail Series. What?